out, rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hit my line out. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama, ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro. Groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, I ain't gonna set my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't getting money, been Frank in the friend zone. Got. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Send him God, she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy. A crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me, no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Ready!
First play, and Young is going to throw it. And his first pass is incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Wait.
Now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown. 49ers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Tua going to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Young now after the fumble recovery. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Niners at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And that would open up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Throwing, Young. We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. a loss resulted.
Red, yellow. Hut.
Young on third down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we, Tom? And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his fifth rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. You look at this Niner defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That gain on third down, good for 28.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. He's got it to the 43 here.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
That throw by Young incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ready?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Blaster, 6.
Young working out of the gun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jags are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Tua. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Tua. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14 to 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 13-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a first down throw for Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Seal black.
Now here's Young. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 10. On play action, Young. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluwakan.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Black shot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Tua sets up to pass it. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Through the middle of the field. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jahan Dotson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
The score, Niners 14, Jaguars 10. Young Ray Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Green Jack.
To throw, Young. Wide open receiver complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown 49ers. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Jaguars 10. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Tua now on first down. Man open is Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Tua's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Tua now on 1st down. Out left to Dotson. And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Tua to throw again. Out quickly to Judy. And he's brought down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Coup for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout.
Down.
Final play of the half, Young. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this 1st half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Dotson in motion right. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Open man downfield is Julie. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. Tua going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Caught. This is Ivory. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 12-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Young connects with Kittle underneath. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Young on third down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the turnover, it's Tua. And his throw here is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Looking to pass, Tua. This will go to Henry out wide. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
They'll run with Etienne. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Tua. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. Touchdown!
Jerry Jeudy. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Ready?
Third and long for Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Another toe for ETN. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tua. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Young. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. From the gun, it's Tua. Robinson's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Etienne. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th-quarter deficit. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Black Ultra.
Now Young. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
Blue stripe. Drill green. Field black. Ready.
The Young keeps it, moving right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Bryce Young with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 4th quarter lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
The Young's going to throw for this. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
All right.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with ETN. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He finds Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Tua. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Now Tua, back to the ground with ETN. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Throwing Tua. On 2nd down, ETN once more. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Slice blue. Set.
Young. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this would come.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang driving together. Your boy striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstaged. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. These people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it. 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 They don't love it.